Today you are viewing my video, A Delicious Way to Explore and Identify Fractions. In this video, having a large Hershey chocolate bar to use as a hands-on manipulative may be helpful but not necessary. See, believe it or not, when we explore and identify fractions, we can also make it both educational and delicious. Let's get started. Fractions are fun and yummy too. A fun way to explore and learn about fractions is by utilizing food around us. In this lesson, the learner will be able to identify a fraction by comparing the number of shaded parts to the number of equal parts. Identify and find equivalent fractions using different representations, such as area models. So let's start by reviewing. Let's think about what a fraction is. As we recall, a fraction is part of a whole. Today I ordered a pizza to share with my sister. When it was delivered, it was cut into 2 equal slices. So what is the value of each slice? To understand fractions, we need to know how many parts and pieces there are in the whole. In this case, we know that there are 2 slices, which are the 2 equal parts that make up the whole pizza. If we eat 1 slice, we've consumed 1/2 of the pizza, leaving 1/2 remaining. So, to write this fraction, I will start with the numerator, the number of parts being considered, and goes above the fraction bar, which is 1 in our case. The denominator goes below the fraction bar and is the total number of equal slices, which is in this case is 2. So, above our fraction bar, I write the numerator as a 1 and our denominator as a 2, because the slice we ate was 1 out of 2, otherwise known as 1/2. Now that we've reviewed fractions with halves, let's try a new problem. Imagine you have 10 cookies on a tray and need to split them equally between 2 plates. How many cookies will be on each plate? Remember, you can stop the video and make notes or even draw out your solution on a piece of paper. Now that you have solved independently, let's solve together and check our work. So we know there were 10 cookies, and I have to divide them evenly on 2 plates. Let's divide the cookies and find the fraction of cookies on each plate. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. This illustrates that there are 5 cookies on each plate. Each plate holds what fraction of the cookies? That's right, each plate holds 1/2 of the cookies. You have done a great job identifying what a half is. Remember, a half is 1 part of the whole, which is 2. So far, let's look at these shapes on this slide. Which of the following shapes have 1/2 shaded? You are right, 1/4 and 3/5 are not representative of halves. Now that we have reviewed halves, it's your turn to find the shapes with 1/2 shaded. Please stop the video and mark your answer on the Google form. Once you have marked your choices, continue the video. Today we will also review the concept of a quarter. When we think of quarters, we often associate them with money. It's common knowledge that 4 quarters make up $1. This example helps us gain a better understanding of what a quarter represents when we talk about fractions. When looking at this pizza, we can see that it is divided into 4 equal parts, so 4 pieces equal the whole. If I were to eat only 1 piece, what fraction of the pizza would I have eaten? 1/4. Now, let's apply what we have learned. If Sarah ate 1/4 of the cookie on the plate, how many pieces did she eat? Sarah ate 1/4 or 1/4 of the cookie. When Sarah ate 1/4 of my cookie, I could count the pieces left and see that I have 3/4 or 3 out of the 4 pieces of the cookie remaining on the plate. This means the numerator, representing the number of pieces remaining, is 3, and the denominator is 4. So the remaining fraction is 3/4 or 3/4. You seem to be doing great, so let's look at these shapes. Which of the following shapes has 1/4 shaded? The first image has 1 out of 6 parts shaded for a fraction of 1/6. The second image represents the fraction 1/4. The third image has 4 out of 5 parts shaded for the fraction 4/5. The fourth image has 2 out of 8 parts, or 2/8, which is equivalent to 1/4. It's time for you to demonstrate what you've learned. Please pause the video and fill out the Google form. Which of the following shapes have 1/4 shaded? After answering the question, you can resume the video. Pause the video now and complete your task. I just found out that I'll have 11 friends coming over, so I asked my mom to order an extra pizza. When it was delivered, it was cut into 12 equal slices. So, what fractions are we working with? Right, we're working with 12ths. If I take one slice to eat for lunch, then I will have 1/12 of the pizza. And my friends can share the remaining 11/12 of the pizza. If I had a full Hershey's candy bar and broke it into 12 equally bite-sized squares, I would have 12 equal pieces. If I had eaten one piece, I would have eaten 1/12 of the candy bar. This is how I would represent 1/12. Great job completing the video lesson on fractions. Now it's time for you to complete an assessment on fractions using your candy bar model. Mark the correct fraction to represent it as part of the whole candy bar on the Google form and submit it for a grade.